This escape fun, what's it for? Of course, to leave behind a hero image back home. After a quick dressing, Jinzhe planned a dramatic disappearance, but was fully tracked by Xian. Not long after, Jinzhe waved down the highway, but no car stopped. Just when he was about to give up, a rugged car pulled over, and when he got in, he realized the back seat was occupied by the driver's look didn't match the ID at all, and a weird smell wafted through the car. Jinzhe sniffed and thought it must be some gourmet competition. That's when he understood he'd hopped into a friendly black car, and these two were MMA fighters in the hunt. It seemed there was still no solution, yet Jinzhe managed to take on two opponents by himself and astonishingly turned into Superman. After taking down these two warriors, he popped open the trunk only to find the true owner of the car lounging inside. In a chic outfit, Jinzhe continued his escape. The next day, he found a small town to treat his wounds. But just when he was distracted, a nurse burst in, and Jinzhe's attention shifted instantly. He pretended to leave for a secret shower in the fitting room, but the nurse caught him too late. In a panic, the nurse complied. As Jinzhe nearly succeeded, he didn't notice Xian's arrival. Xian burst in with a fire extinguisher, and while Jinzhe was gearing up for fun, he got knocked out effortlessly. In a panic, Jinzhe grabbed a knife, but Xian used his hands, instantly a martial arts master. Jinzhe was terrified, never met such an enthusiastic opponent before. One kick later, he was invited to the ground. After a series of magical exchanges, Jinzhe realized this match was a bit over the top, so he decided to change venue. But after searching, he found no tracking devices. He wandered a forever chase by Xian. Unwilling to accept defeat, Jinzhe sought Big Beard to devise a counterattack plan. They were sitting down for a meal, but Big Beard's plate full of human sushi made Jinzhe want to scream. Having Big Beard as a friend meant he was also a bona fide serial killer, and a meat enthusiast at that. Upon hearing Jinzhe's troubles these days, Big Beard laughed like a child and quipped, "Xian is so obsessed, he must have a truckload of family drama." However, Xian overheard those comments, igniting his fury, and after a meal prep, kicked off the flame challenge. While Big Beard sharpened his knives, Jinzhe's mind wandered, and he fixated on Big Beard's wife, a real unreliable. Big Beard ignored the upstairs noise, chuckling and whipping up breakfast like a chef. He tossed the meal on the counter, turned on the radio, and when he turned, she was gone. Xian was preparing his game, while downstairs Jinzhe sensed disaster looming. He grabbed the shotgun, only to find Big Beard undergoing a cooking test turned puppy in 3 minutes. Just as Xian was about to perform a slaughter show, Jinzhe barged in like a wrecking ball, making Xian bolt at the sight. Next, he jumped to the second floor, finding an iron rod, ready to welcome the impending chaos. The sound of footsteps echoed in the hallway, and at that moment, Xian hid around the corner, ready to hunt. But Big Beard's wife quietly appeared behind him, truly the invisible woman. Then she lunged forward. Although Xian managed to deal with her, he still got caught off guard. Before he realized what happened, Big Beard charged out, fighting back despite the pain, and ended up taking the upper hand. The iron rod banged down on his head like it was a wooden fish knot, and just then, Jinzhe's shadow appeared downstairs. Immediately afterwards, Xian cast out the fish he had discovered without hesitation, swiftly concealing himself as he geared up for the impending next war, fueled by his vengeful thoughts. He swung the iron rod with all his might until he could swing no more, but this was just the beginning. The next day, Big Beard was invited away. Jinzhe was taken to a clinic by Xian, and Xian's friend found him there. He informed Jinzhe that the police had already set their sights on him, clearly star-stalking him. ***, subscribe for more craziness. ***, don't forget to hit that bell for updates on this wild ride. But Xian firmly declined to hand over Jinzhe, declaring that his revenge tour was far from over. Unbeknownst to them, Jinzhe had already woken up and heard their entire funeral conversation loud and clear. He even learned that the tracker was inside his body. What a sweet twist. At this moment, Jinzhe felt awful physically, yet his mood was sky high as he figured out the secret. So, he broke into a pharmacy, stole all the super laxatives, like in a reality show. With the sound of explosions in the background, he successfully expelled the tracker. Then, he snuck into a restroom and attacked a cop, stuffing the tracker down his throat, a bold move. Then, he drove off in the police car in style, vanishing like an invisible man by Xian's arrival. In the face of this hopeless situation, Xian went to seek out Big Beard, who was in the midst of catching up on his sleep, with the intention of extracting some crucial intel from him. But upon learning that Jinzhe had escaped, Big Beard burst into laughter, claiming he was a master of concealment.